round five. There's an interesting game actually, which I would love to. It's not like a high level game, but it's between Coach Roland playing
I
Takudzwa.
I wanted to suggest it myself. Honestly, it is something that caught my eye. So
Yeah, yeah. She's been working on her chess, I think, from the games I've seen. So she's improving. She's from Kraaifontein.
and I wish I knew these people. Like seriously, maybe in a league, I miss league actually. You know, I
I
miss
know.
you making my move, walking around, checking out the games.
And thinking you know everything that you see. Do you know how easy it is to
Yeah,
understand a game that's in progress that
yeah.
you're not involved in?
That's you know what, eh?
Yeah.
I have a essay open curse that every single player that sits next to me
Yeah.
has the easy game
Than what you're facing over the
players
board.
against me. Sorry?
They always have
No,
the easier.
I mean they win in 15, 20 moves.
Yeah. We,
And then the same, let's say, lower rated player plays against me and they play like their mother was kidnapped and the only way to get her back is to beat me.
yeah.
Honestly, they really. Yeah. By the way, I think Black's opening is horrible.
This is terrible,
I
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
for me
because
nowadays, this is a sign of laziness. Allowing playing a move like this means you didn't work at all on your repertoire.
which one?
Black, what Black just did.
Yeah, capturing the knight. I think capturing the knight is probably the worst mistake so far. Although the fact that that pawn is backwards now is also a bit
Yeah, I
unfortunate.
mean, capturing the knight and then following up with c5.
Yeah, I mean, because one thing is just the queen on d4 is surprisingly strong. So to some extent, no, I can see why somebody would want to play c5, which is obviously I wouldn't do it, but
Yeah.
I can understand if you've played this, but if you believe that capturing the knight on d4 is the right move, then I can see why somebody would go c5 after that. But
I would never make a move
yeah,
like
I
that.
yeah, because the thing is, let's say if you, what do you do? Because unless you know you should maybe go knight e7 and knight c6, almost everything else, it's really difficult to move the pieces around. And I think if you are a beginner though, the
Mm.
computer sometimes recommends c5 as well. It's a really ugly move. It doesn't make sense to an experienced player. I mean, it's not a move that by any chance equalizes, but the computer seems to say if you've already played this, then you
You
might as
might
well
as
go
well.
c5.
Mm.
Yeah. So, in other words, as a beginner, if I saw this move, I would understand it, but I would probably scold you for it and leave
Yeah.
you stand in the corner for a bit. But
And
yeah,
another move I wouldn't make is Bishop e3 also here.
okay. What would you do?
Okay, so the problem for white in this position is you don't know where this bishop really should be,
Hmm.
right? It could have been nice on f4, for instance, but you don't know. So I would make other moves that I can make without having to commit to this move, bishop e3.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of like the obvious approach of f4 or g3
Yeah,
and
yeah.
h4. So maybe both. But if I were white, I would definitely prefer to play this position slowly.
Yeah,
It
not
just seems
he wants
the
to
type of,
punish. Right now he just wants to
yeah,
punish. Yeah.
yeah. He wants to definitely. I mean, it's there's nothing wrong with playing like that
Yeah, yeah.
if that's your style. But it just feels to me that I can play this position for a few years actually,
Yeah.
and then just never lose the advantage if me and my opponent are of equal strength.
The way he's doing it, it's almost like it's not necessary because if the game becomes double edged, even the inferior opponent now has chances, which he didn't have before.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this A6 move is already looking fishy. It's already making things a bit more difficult for white.
Yes.
Um, you can start to wonder where things are going very soon.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely B5 is coming.
yeah, and say bishop e6 to
Well,
start off with.
well, white wants bishop e6 because then f4 gains momentum.
Okay, yeah, you're right. But after b5 as well, it's worth considering.
Yeah. But what would be frustrating would be something like b5 c4 followed by b4.
Yeah, yeah. The one thing is, I would even sacrifice the A and B pawn and play almost Banco like, except
Yes.
that there's a king on the queen side.
In that case,
So
you would have started with b5 without even a6, right?
yeah, not necessarily because I would kind of say um,
What is that?
no, B5 is pretty much fine actually.
This is a blunder, right?
Um,
Bishop takes?
yeah, and I guess you have to take backward check and then go back to the 8.
So maybe not even take, right? Just f4.
Yeah, F4 is. And just how nice it would have been if you didn't castle yet, or if you started off with G3, and then you just
Yeah, but you know,
go
like
on
if
H4.
we could take this position and put the king on the king side and the rook on f1, suddenly white has a stable long-term advantage.
Yeah. Um, Wait, who's been disconnected? Is it
Well,
am I the one?
it's just the Tonello thing.
Okay. Yeah, because the other thing is I can definitely, if you have G3 in, I prefer the king on the queen side because H4 and H5 looks like it's just going to, be the end of the world. Not like that, but it seems like it's going to be a very uncomfortable time for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, where does the knight go anyway? If you do get in H4 and H5.
H5, yeah. It has to go backwards. This position is not... The whole experiment in the opening for black has turned out to be a disaster, I think.
Yeah, and you know, Michael once told me if a lesson isn't learned, it will be repeated. So that's I'm sure at some stage somebody will learn that this is not the way you play against the Scotch.
They will learn that
And
this is not the way.
yeah,
If you watch The Mandalorian,
I have not.
okay, you like it. Yeah, I don't like taking on e7 here. That knight was very strong and that bishop was a bit deprived.
Yeah, I think he wants to win the pawn, but I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, yeah. I think he is still winning, but it makes it easy for black to sort of recover a little bit here. Rook takes king,
Yeah,
king e7, right?
no, because the c5 is
Hanging.
yeah.
So then he's just winning then. If this is not working, if you're losing the b pawn again, it's just
Yeah, this
lost.
is um
Yeah, no, this is
yeah. I
gone.
feel like I'm too fixed on my idea of squeezing the opponent that I would not have gone for this, but it doesn't seem like a bad way to play. So
No, absolutely. He just got out. She just got outplayed. Yeah.
yeah, it's. I wouldn't even know if I can call it being outplayed if you just start off with a terrible opening like that and You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like you equal ground and then the opponent showed his class. It was just, oh, David Baxter versus Dion. I think Dion is already half of his time lost there.
Baxter, where is it?
It's board seven. Board seven.
Board 7.
Yeah. And yeah, okay, we definitely need to look at Michael's game as well. That
Okay.
looks interesting.
Who's Michael playing?
But I'm surprised that Dion is on half his time and Baxter is on plus 20 minutes. So it's like Baxter is full on in his home preparation.
Yeah, yeah. David, if you go into lines which is prepared, like the Grunfeld and stuff like that, you'll know a lot.
Yeah, yeah. So I think he um, studied tourism. So go to Michael. I think
Oh, Dion is not playing. Okay, that's
yeah.
what's.
So because I was about to say, I think Baxter studied tourism, so he knows where to guide you into your
Michael James against David.
yeah, 100%.
Oh,
That's
that's gonna be interesting.
probably the most interesting we'll see today.
Yeah, yeah. He's playing white David, so it's probably like in English.
Yeah, I would. Or actually, I don't know. The last time I played David, he played E4 against me. He started playing E4 again. So
Hey,
I don't know what changed in the meantime because classically he's a no, he's very
thank you,
control
Adriano.
player.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think David does this thing where I think he definitely is more of a preparation player than just, you look and see where you're comfortable and you play that.
Yeah, no, but there's no way you could have prepared for me in that tournament because he was a rapid. No?
Oh, I don't think Rapids
Yeah,
he
he
would
was
really
just
care much. He's got such a
yeah,
huge knowledge base of pretty much anything.
yeah. But I mean, he was also playing the in that game he played the Rosolimo, which is pretty much still in his style. So you don't have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
necessarily be aggressive when you play E4.
Oh, what's happening with this site?
Maybe the moves are too powerful.
The spiritual force in the moves.
Sorry?
The spiritual force in the move is too strong.
Yeah, the spiritual pressure
Yeah.
breaking down the internet.
uh, can't believe we're struggling to get the board.
Yeah. What do you think about that position that's in front of you right now, the starting position? Which one is?
Okay, we'll come back to David's game. It might be that just their game, maybe, but let's see.
Yeah, think they've broken the entire internet and. Are they actually using this platform to play as well?
Tonello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Do you know why? Is there some sort of deal between them and the Western Cape, or just easier, or
Tonello
anything?
is the only online platform that you cannot use a handle. You use your real name.
I
So
see.
when it comes to stuff like cheating, people know exactly, who it is.
Okay.
Makes for easier naming and shaming.
I see. Fair point. Can we go to, I guess, a different game?
None
See
of
if
these
that's.
games is showing. That's actually very scary.
Yeah. Let's go to Chase's game. Chase is using 1 minute.
It's probably like when it comes to lines he plays, like with e4, he knows them very deep. So it
Mm-hmm.
might be just that he's whoever it is running to some preparation.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Against Benny, it's a strong achievement then.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll just talk about life then. Um,
What
yeah,
advice?
yeah. So in general, let's change the Twitch stream handle to just chatting, I guess, and then yeah,
Yeah, it looks like it's connecting. No.
whoop. Yeah. Don't jinx it, man. Why did you even say that? That's, um, how is ACL doing? Is there anything that no?
Yeah, there's quite a bit. One of the things which we were working on was a schools chess platform which allows schools to play against each other without the
Hmm.
risk of chat and stuff like that. So our platform does not allow kids to speak to each other. It doesn't allow adults to find out who the kid is and so on. So
Yeah.
it's very secure to use in schools. So we launched like 3 weeks ago, and we've got 38 schools on board.
Wow. And oh, that sounds good. Did you help with the SAJCC?
No, no, no. But Chase was playing, so I was definitely present. I streamed a few rounds of it, and then
Yeah.
he qualified for World Youth, I think, World Youth some championship,
Hmm.
which he did very well. I think he
What I,
finished as the top performing South African in his age group.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, congrats to him. What I actually meant was with your school's platform, you
Oh
said.
no, no, no! They didn't want to use. They wanted to use Tonello, I think, because of the names
Okay.
again. Ah no, they used chess.com. Ah, but you know you never know.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah. I remember.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because the one thing about chess.com that I did not like so much, I wanted to go through some of Alex's games and I couldn't really do
Ah.
it because only the like first 20 games or something would show, and then you need a premium membership or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
But I guess their cheating system at least is very sophisticated.
No, it's actually
So
terrible.
the anti-cheating system,
Yeah, yeah. No,
really. Also,
it's wrong most of the time.
okay, because I noticed they try to put a lot of effort into it, and they
No,
also
true.
have some AI that's doing it now.
The problem with cheating is if someone is really dedicated at cheating, you can't really do much about it.
Hmm.
If someone is
Well, AI is actually something that might be able to counter those type of things. So AI is incredible.
no, of course. There is one company which we were working with when we were developing our site, which
Hmm.
developed a program that is installed on the site. So every time you play, the camera is on, but not to broadcast you, but rather to
Yeah.
check what your eyes are doing. It's,
Yeah. Oh wow.
and your
Can't
face,
you also put screen sharing or something? Or
it does.
um, you maybe want to give me a tour of your website right now. Is it currently doing well?
Yeah, it's a pity. I'm so sorry for everyone watching that. There's some problem with Tonello.
Man, guys, no, everybody watching, they like what we're talking about. I'm sure they like it that see,
Okay.
but I guess we're converting this into an interview for the time being. Maybe Tonello is punishing us from moving from Coach Roland's game. It wanted us to.
So I don't know if you can see, Fero. I think you should be able to see. So this is ours.
Yeah. Oh wow. MCH.
Mm.
What is that stand for?
Look at that map of Africa. New chess house.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So the feel is pretty much like a Lee chess,
Yeah.
and the whole experience is more like a Lee chess without the chatting, without the you know the no noise, so to speak, that kind of comes out. So kids literally can log in, play against each other. That's really the main
Yeah.
functionality of the. So on Fridays we have school battles where people are not fighting, but like teams
I was
play.
about to say that it sounds aggressive, eh?
Yeah, yeah. But the beauty of it is that normally if you go to a school, you're training what, 35, 37 kids or 40 kids. But when there's a match, 6 kids play. But we wanted to create a scenario where every child can play, but then the system automatically chooses the top boards, 10 boards, let's say, to decide the result.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one thing which we have. So it's going to be every Friday
Okay. No, well done.
for all the schools.
I do hope that the schools are appreciative of all of the efforts.
No,
Um,
absolutely. And then we are developing other mind games, not just chess, so that like those who don't like chess can do other things.
wow.
Yeah.
Like
So
what?
so the next one we're going to add will be checkers. Another one will be like like those tic-tac-toe games,
Yeah.
but you can play with someone at another school. So
Okay.
a variety of those kind of games.
By the way, did you know checkers has been solved?
Yeah, but not at school level.
Yeah, probably not. It's just something
I've always
interesting that
I've always been suspicious of anyone who takes checkers seriously.
yeah, but actually, somehow it seems like the guys who are good at chess generally
Uh-huh.
they are not good at checkers.
Oh, we are back. Okay, good.
Yeah. Oh, we're starting with chess. This game.
Yeah, yeah. This was the game we last looked at. Chess is playing white. So let's see why he was playing fast, first of all. So it's e4, c5, knight f3. Yeah, he loves this. For some reason, I don't even know where it came from.
Yeah, don't make excuses now.
No, 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 no. He loves this for some reason. He thinks if you get these 2 pawns together like this, the game is almost done.
No, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I don't know. I learned a long time ago that this is not the way to. But okay, it seems like Black didn't play it very well though.
I'm telling you, like in most of his games, when he gets this structure, he's happy. Like you might not probably see the value in it. He thinks it's the way chess should be played.
I mean, that's a really nice move actually. Wow.
And Ben is chowing time on this. But I'm not
Yeah,
sure. I'm not sure why. Can't you just play rook d8?
well, then I probably take not?
Yeah, but
Wait,
then
say let's calculate because it does look like a pretty nice move there. Because the other thing is, I'm also looking at bishop to d5 in some lines.
not bishop c6. Oh, yeah, bishop c6.
Yeah, so no, I was it's kind of to force an exchange, but I wanted to take on e7, but now the only real issue for me is that okay,
Ooh,
wait.
this might be very interesting. Pawn takes, rook takes, followed by bishop takes b4.
Yeah, okay. That's That's nice. I think. Because if the worst comes to the worst, though,
Ooh.
it seems like you, um, even if you just push the pawn to e7, that's already annoying.
But
So,
look at what he
okay.
did, which is bad. Now it's just lost.
Maybe not yet, because you can start off with e7 first.
No, but it's check, right? It takes with check on
Oh,
c6.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, now turn it off. Ruben, don't want to. Um,
Should we go back
yeah.
to
So let's go to Michael's game first,
Michael?
because we know Roland is destroying there,
Which
right?
board is it, Michael?
You were Blackman is on 13.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Should we take it from the top?
let's do so.
Yeah, there was only
Yeah,
more, like you were
so-
saying.
Yeah. Damn it, we should have started this betting system already. You know, for some reason,
Yeah.
when Michael feels like you're playing for a draw, you would go for something like this. Castling queenside into all of these things. But okay, I think the last few moves we went a bit too fast because it seemed like at some stage I kind of preferred the expedition. Like, so
Yeah,
after,
but
no, you can go to when the deep one started moving. It seemed like black is, yeah. So what do you think about that? After d4, what do you think about that position?
Okay, so before giving you a straightforward answer, which I'm sure you would really appreciate, the first thing is that with pawns on both sides.
The slightest miscalculation cost
Okay.
me the game.
That's okay. That's okay. Yes, we saw. We explain. We'll go over it. So the first thing I can say is that with the bishop on the board, having pawns on both sides of the board, I would prefer the guy with the bishop. But looking at this, I think white is in trouble.
White is in trouble because none of the pawns are on the dark squares.
So I was actually hinting at this though, because when one thing also about Michael is in positions where he has king activity in the end game, or actually I should say, he somehow always get an active king in the end game, no matter what the end game for some reason. So he's really good at finding those type of positions.
Yeah, but now it's tricky now, right? If you take on b5, he's going to end up on d3 and take the e5 pawn, and black has got no counterplay.
Yeah, but you can go to b4 as well with the knight. I just am not sure if he's fast enough. So,
but he cleans the pawns, right?
No, wait. You start off exchange 8 takes b,
8 takes
b, and then knight to b4.
No, that's a blunder. After c6, after c6.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's
was that info idea pretty decent?
Yeah.
Okay, what if you start right now by
Tonele is doing his things.
Yeah. They should have played on NCH or what was it?
NCH, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but they're not children, so unfortunately. Okay, what if you probably do want to exchange the A pawns, right?
You have to, otherwise c6 is a big threat, right?
Yeah. And what if you exchange the pawns and then go for something like knight to e3?
Okay, but then again, c6 is a problem.
And I take c6 and
b takes.
Wait, I'm really miscalculating this.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Yeah, Ed, don't do drugs, kids.
But then again, there's another line, right? So this is when it becomes very important, the bishop over the
Yeah.
knight, right? Because the knight easily gets what do you call it?
Trapped.
It's not like trapped, but
it easily gets dominated.
Dominated, yeah.
Yeah. Although this is, I think, it's more of a case where the bishop's power is the thing we're considering, and not the knight being dominated. So the bishop playing on both sides is what
exactly. Yeah. You know, so, the thing is this, right? Theoretically speaking, when you are studying these things, they're not so clear, they're not so apparent, or you haven't seen enough examples. So you take it for granted. And I'm sure Michael knows about this concept, right? But then you get to a position like this, then suddenly things are harder. And then if you go and review this game, and let's say you've got a coach, right? You go and review this game and it says, don't you know that bishops are, are better in positions where you've got pawns on both sides? You're like, I do, but when I made the decision, it wasn't so clear.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying, and that actually happens so much. Now I'm actually...
There's an idea where if you take on b5 and white goes king d3, you play king c6. He takes on c3, then maybe you play b6 because the bishop is hanging. But still, he's not getting any. You're not getting.
I looked at that, but it doesn't seem like it's.
Yeah, you're not getting anything.
Oh, but actually, no. I think that's good enough. I think now when I really look at it again.
For what? For a draw or for a win?
For a draw, I think. The win might be a bit difficult, especially if you're going to exchange all of the pawns like that.
Yeah, maybe it's calculating knight b4, allowing c6.
Like we wouldn't know because we're trying to reconnect.
No, we're back.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back.
I disconnected.
Okay, then I'm not live, I guess.
Oh yeah, we saw.
How do you know?
We can see. We're following.
But the X thingy.
Yeah.
So the next round is starting at 45 past, right?
Yeah, I think so. We'll check.
Wait, I think. Can you refresh your screen, sir?
Yeah. We are following. We're in present time.
No, on my side we're not. Though.
Oh really?
I'm also. Or maybe I should just refresh on my side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll prepare for next round.
You should be there. King on d3.
Okay. So I'm just refreshing on my side quickly, and then.
Alright. And you know, David is very good at endings like this.
Yeah.
One thing which became clear with me when I analyzed stuff with David was that he sees a lot more.
Yeah. I don't know what exactly you mean by that, but I can also just say that when there's something that has to be calculated, and especially something creative, though, Michael will probably find it.
Yeah.
Or when he's in good shape, Michael does incredible things. Like he's one of the most creative people I know when it comes to the chessboard. I actually think he might have invented something. I've never checked it out before, but he played an idea in the opening once that I've been kind of copying ever since. I should really check it out. We might have a South African variation here.
That would be funny. You should show me. Now look at this, right? Should he go for these pawns? Or should he... How do you make it difficult for... How do you make... Yeah.
That's a pretty much a difficult question. I think you kind of have to go for them.
Not really, no.
But you should, at least if you don't, you're going to sacrifice something, right? And you're not going to be able to.
For instance, white could go g4.
Yeah, then I take on f3.
And then he takes on h5.
Yeah, and I just recapture then.
And then he comes here.
Yeah, but I mean, then you're still going for those pawns, though.
Yeah, but he's going to win them.
Oh, but at the end, then I'll probably go to c6 and win a tempo like that.
So maybe we can agree that if white manages to get a draw, you'll be happy here, right? That's really
good. Yeah. So you see what I mean? Like it somehow gets to the point where this king activity played a big role in it.
Yeah.
Now this is interesting. Is he going to go f4 now?
No, but that would be pointless, right? Because h2 then becomes a problem later on. I thought he's trying to again dominate this knight.
But now he's allowing
knight h4.
G5 though. Now I thought g5 is the thing, because if you played f4 you can't go g5 as easily. And then your knight is also kind of stuck.
But when you push these pawns, they come closer to white, right? It makes it easy for him to attack them.
Yeah, but it also gives black an escape route.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the pawn on g6 is the thing that made it difficult.
So let's say, for instance, g5, king f2.
Mm-hmm.
Knight
then
goes.
I say go maybe even knight f4.
Knight f4, bishop e7.
And then I go g4. Yes.
But then I take.
Yeah, recapture with the.
Okay, so let's keep everyone in the loop here. So we are saying g5 here, knight there. Yeah, g4, take. You take with which pawn?
Say either actually, but let's say for now, f pawn.
F pawn. I go king. Yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm not sure if I want to go for knight g6 or if I want to go for knight e6.
I think knight g6 is very strong because for a long time you can't actually attack this pawn.
Yeah, but also knight e6 attacks the other side's pawn. But it is okay. Look at the idea, and if you have f4.
No, they've played g5, of course, on the board.
Yeah, but if you have f4 in from the white side, then you see the difference that you don't have the g5 move, and.
But then you have other issues. Like your bishop is overworked now.
Right now.
No, I'm saying if the knight they went into this line which we looked at now.
Yeah, but I mean the knight is back though. Yeah, nice spot.
That's a nice one. I didn't see that one. Does he have knight check followed by knight takes c5?
You know what, if he goes knight to g6, that might be pretty awkward as well.
Because you can play f4, then h4.
Yeah, when the time is right.
Yeah.
So other than that, he can just move around with his king or come close with his king. And if he, as long as Michael keeps his pawns the way they are, say if he goes g6 now, to g6 now, and after the king can come to c4, for instance.
Yeah, the one thing
and that certainly white doesn't have progress. Because
do you think Michael didn't anticipate h4?
Yeah, I think he didn't. I definitely didn't.
Yeah, I didn't even think of it.
Focusing as strongly as they are, of course. But okay, what about you can even go knight to e6 though.
Yeah.
It's something if you get to be materialistic. Oh, he does. Oh, that's nice.
I don't see why
That's
you say
really
that's nice.
Sorry?
I don't see why you think that's nice.
Because now you go g4.
Just okay, just protecting there.
Yeah, and the main issue I think is the white king takes a long time to get to h5, and in this time you can go king c6 and b5.
Can he go king e3?
Right now?
Yeah.
King e3. I guess why not?
Because now I thought king e3 was stronger.
What was your idea with king e3?
Well, we can't really do anything, right?
Okay, that's a justification, I guess. Yeah.
But here, let's say
king is king.
Now king g2, the knight can move.
Yeah, but you go king to c6.
Then he goes bishop e7.
Bishop e7. Then you go king to d5.
Then you just go back to g3.
Just wait. Okay, so in other words, you are outright playing for a draw now.
Yeah, but okay, I don't like king g3 like now. This is a mistake because now b6 is probably is winning, right?
Yeah, I'm not even sure which is better, b5 or...
No, just b6. If you can make a
b6 is the pawn, but b5 makes it a bit difficult to say to catch the pawn. So you'll have to move the bishop to a different diagonal, and then you capture the pawn with the king.
Yeah, you didn't see b6. But okay, so the idea we had here was that the whole idea of having the king on g2 is that the bishop dominates the knight. But I understand now why it doesn't work. So when the king is on c6, you'd have to move your bishop somewhere, and the knight gets back into the game.
Yeah, I mean, if I am black here, I kind of wait with that idea, and I just bring my king closer and closer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, at some stage, actually, you can only bring your king so close, right?
Yeah, I'm not. It's completely lost.
Yeah, you can at least bring your king to d5 before you play knight to f4.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Actually, knight f4 and knight to g6 is just pretty much also a... Okay, so let's check Boa's game. It's always and see if there is anything to reflect upon. I feel like that was kind of funnier than...
It took me a minute. It took me a minute. I'm so sorry.
I think you should cut that scene and laugh.
It took me a minute.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't there? Couldn't he take on h7?
He could. I mean, it's already lost.
I mean, right now. After knight g6, take on h7.
And then king takes.
And then bishop to d3.
Then queen g5.
Oh, okay. Then it just holds.
Yeah, and it is also very aggressive.
Oh, you know. Yeah, so that might be another reason for h4 though.
Yeah. I don't understand. Was he supposed to play h6 here?
I think the threat is no, wait. There is no... The knight is hanging.
Which knight?
So, I mean, if you play h4...
if you play h4, the knight is hanging. And black has got more threats on the king side than white,
Yeah.
actually.
It's but if I don't let's say white has more immediate threats, but black has
Yes, I mean, if I was playing black here, I would consider bishop e3.
yeah. I actually feel like that bishop might be important in a mating attack though.
Yes, but right now it's not active, right? I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's a because the knight is very strong with these ideas. I would definitely consider bishop e3 because there's no other piece that you can activate in this position.
Can't you go queen e7 maybe?
And what? Bring the rook?
To f8? Sorry?
And bring the rook?
Yeah. I mean, that I agree that let's say bishop d3 would be e3 is a good move, but I'm a bit more ambitious at the moment. So if I go queen to e7,
rook f7,
rook f8, rook f7. Oh, okay, that's. I mean, I'm not used to people just being able to do that. It feels funny.
Yeah, but in this case, like he's got these annoying pieces all over the show. The knight on c3 can easily jump back to g5.
Oh, wait. And if I just take on g2 right now?
With the bishop.
Yeah. And then knight h4, and then I can capture the knight.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one. And then the queen
only
takes.
On HBL people.
Found live.
Yeah.
Did you watch Snoop and Kevin Hart on the Olympics?
I saw a few clips. Yeah.
I saw episode 1 to 5, I think.
I saw when the horse was crip walking.
I know it comes back again in episode 5.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so white won this, but
yeah, how did it win? We actually never went further.
Yeah. So he played this h6 terrible move.
I think you stop the screen share now. Or...
Okay, maybe we just disconnected.
Let me refresh first again, and then. But what did he do? He played h6, and after exchanging the knights, what happened?
Yeah, then bishop d3. Just simply bishop d3, and you can't stop mate.
Okay.
Is it showing on your board?
Yeah. No, it's not showing on my side.
I see.
It's just showing a picture of yourself.
It's not actually a bad thing, by the way. So.
Yeah, in some cultures,
in some cultures, it's abuse. Okay, so
yeah, okay.
So here, yes.
That seems like something that if bishop takes g2 does work, it's something that you would definitely go about and say, I was winning, but unfortunately, you know.
My opponent was too good.
Yeah, I was winning. Okay, you can't say anything about your time right now. But
and the problem is
generally
you can't actually ignore it anyway. You still lose material. Hey, Champ, you've got a question?
Yeah. Yes. But okay, let's see who's next.
Something I'm struggling with.
Okay, good. Vero, carry on. Let me maybe. Do we have a live?
Just go to a different board.
Yeah. Let me find a live one.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, I'm going to give you Shabiri and Sandiso Kidama.
Oh, goodness me. That should be fun.
Yeah. Sandiso plays exciting chess. I'm coming now.
Okay, sure. Okay, and this is about the time that I always seem to get more awkward when I'm alone in these things. So, let's see. Dr. Baudin's move right now, and it seems like a position where you really need to figure out how did this happen. Obviously, Baudin cannot really exchange queens, and that pass corner on the queen side alone would really be something that causes trouble. Okay. Actually, exchanging queens in itself might not be the end of the world, but definitely white has an advantage here. Let's see. But okay, it's Dr. Sharp's move right now. If I were him, I would definitely consider maybe queen h4 and okay, he does exchange the queens. That's interesting. So he probably feels like he has enough to defend this. Um, he outright cannot exchange anything else, or rooks at least. Okay, so yeah, you probably need to play b3. If otherwise, if weakening that light square with something like c3 or c4 is not optimal. So I am guessing b3 is coming next, and after that, I think Dr. Chaps might try to go for c4, but b3, c4, b4.
Another ending.
Yeah, I know. Dr. Chaps is seeing the ending these days, but it
But
seems like
this one is this one is in trouble.
Yeah, pretty clear edge here. Man, it's not impossible to save it, but no. But I think you should definitely consider to go c4 right now.
No. First you play. You should not. You should have played rook a3 first. Then after a4 you go c4.
Okay. Why? What's the difference?
Yeah. So the defending side.
You want to.
The defending side should be exchanging pawns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go rook a3 first, a4, c4 guarantees you're going to exchange some pawns. So let's say you defend, then you take, and then you play c5 again to exchange more pawns.
Yeah, okay. No, there's a definite difference then.
But the thing with Shabiri, the way he plays his end games, he plays them like it's an attack, right?
Yeah, I think that's what Kramnik said about Topolov, right?
Yeah.
Topolov doesn't know the difference between an end game and a middle game. He just pushes the
He keeps on attacking.
Yeah.
Do you know, have you seen the new video that Kramnik did for Chessable?
I did not.
Oh, it's quite cool. He covers some interesting topics like prophylaxis and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, that's probably the best lesson you can get on prophylaxis, eh?
Yeah.
Except, of course, for the ones on NHC.
What's
those
it?
Ones on the is it NHC or NHL? What's the website again?
NCH. Oh, okay.
Yeah, NCH. Sorry. Yeah. I need to get used to that now.
Yeah, new chess house. I wanted it to be separate from ACL. I like my I like my 3-letter acronyms.
Yeah, I see it. So what is your name online like?
Mine is RMS.
Wow. Okay. Well done.
King.
So yeah, this seems to be a.
Was he supposed to play king?
Okay, now I'm guessing he's going to try c4 again, but it just seems like he should have done it a long time ago with you.
Yeah, but he's in time trouble also.
Oh wait, maybe he can try to go rook to b4 and then rook to d4. But
do you think a pure pawn ending is favorable for black here?
If you exchange those rooks on d4, then I would say it's unclear.
It will be lost. It will be lost for black.
Would it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Because it doesn't seem like okay. I forgot your pawn down though, but it doesn't seem very clear to me yet.
No,
Because I'm
this
sure
will be
that
lost.
oh,
Your measure would be first
I
of
think
all white as a passport.
yeah, no, but that one I can catch, right? And my seaport is holding the. But I think that the worst part of it is that F4 can also come at some stage. Then
Yeah,
it's the
and soon you would get into Tsuktuan. Yeah, King E3. The thing that I think Kedama has not thought of is that he's going to end up, the difference, yeah, like something like this. This scenario might not be the one you had in mind.
it almost looks like it's winning for not winning, but very strong for black now.
Yeah. Have you seen a book called Legends? Which
I
is,
have
is
not.
anyway, in that book they speak of Rubinstein's rooks in
Yeah,
endings that they tended to do more than their opponents.
yeah. Actually, I think they call it the Rubinstein looks when you are able to activate your looks to the maximum ability.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
where I think Kedama is going to struggle here because his rook is just going to be a passive observer.
Yeah. I'm just quickly going to the toilet. I'll be right back.
No problem. So one of the areas that Sandiso is going to struggle in when it gets to turn trouble and he has to make these elaborate defensive schemes, it's going to be very hard because his opponent has got a lot of tricks up his bag. He's going to throw them at him, mostly in time trouble. Okay, so what's he trying to do now? Not much has happened since you left. Sandiso is running his time down.
Yeah.
But this is a blunder now. Can't you take on b3 and then take on e4?
It depends on what you mean. If you mean if it's legal, then yes, you
No,
can do it.
you take on b3, right? Then c takes b3, then you take on e4 and you're regaining that pawn.
Yeah. And then my next thing was going to be, if you mean it's a good move, then yeah, that's also.
I don't know if it's a good move. It looks practical.
Yeah. I actually wanted to say, tell you that, let me, I want to send you another meme that I can see you react to live. Because the last one I sent, I did not have the pleasure of.
That was terrible.
That one, I can't believe you forgot it though, because I don't think I'll ever forget it.
But it's the kind of meme that arrives in your inbox and you delete it immediately.
Yeah. Anyway, check that one quickly.
When did you send it?
Your WhatsApp.
There's a special place for you in hell.
Yeah. Like the thing is, when you work in any type of programming, for some reason, this is what you'll see a lot. Yeah. But check.
This game has been paused.
Yeah, what does that mean?
The arbiter actually.
Did somebody try to resign but paused by accident?
I wonder what the problem is. Hey Luna, thank you for following. Thank you so much, and welcome to ACL.
Yeah. So Celine, that about me having to maybe cut out soon. I'll let you know about it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, very.
So is there another game we can go to while we're waiting for them to unpause their...
I was curious what would happen in this game.
I'm also curious about it because it seems like...
Can you believe that Coach Roland drew with Takudzu?
What? You're joking.
Yeah, let's see.
You are joking. Maybe that's why the signal was lost. They probably thought that there's no way this could have been a draw, and it paused everybody's signal just to make sure.
That's what I don't like about, but this rook ending was clearly won, yeah?
I mean, why didn't he take the e-pawn either, or... Okay.
That's a pure rook ending.
Yeah, now... What is this about? It is...
Even this should be won, right?
That you see at the taxi rank, right?
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, I don't even think they would have been able to save the... Yeah, that is now easy throw from here.
Oh, that's funny, man. This should not have come to this.
Yeah, and I mean, especially since I know Coach Roland does a lot of end games with his students.
Hey, Michelle, thank you so much for liking the stream.
Oh wow. Are they on Facebook?
Yeah.
Were they? Okay. Yeah. I think what do we call our dynamic duo? Say, what's the 3-letter acronym?
Two old friends.
Okay, so it's TOF.
Yeah. It's a 3-letter acronym.
Yeah, Okay, I guess we'll never know what happened in this game.
Yeah, no, it's very weird, huh?
Yeah. Who's interesting as well.
That's what I'm trying to see.
Macheka beat Mark Lewis.
Macheka was the one who drew with chess in the previous round.
And he beat Lewis now.
Mark Lewis, yeah.
But I mean, chess was destroying the guy.
He was supposed to win.
Yeah. It's until he wasn't in Macheka. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Macheka, that's correct, yeah.
I think Macheka is a Zimbabwean surname, right?
Yeah, it sounds Zimbabwean. But Mark here, he's got such a good position. I'm not so sure how he lost this. Can't he take on E2?
Yeah. No, I have a friend whose name is Macheka. That's think why no.
Can't he take on E2? He just takes the pawn.
Are you saying after bishop before?
Yeah, it's just winning a pawn. Maybe not. After queen c7, maybe.
I have a feeling that he's afraid of back rank issues.
Yeah, but they're covered.
I can't see anything specific.
But I guess queen takes c7 really justifies you not taking anything.
Just open your screen share again, please.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so am I?
No. There's something fun. There's something funny happening.
Are you also seeing retrieving event data, or am I just delayed?
Retrieving data. Okay, so with this going on and off, let's maybe cut off and then come back for round number 6.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Thank you for joining, Fero. It's nice always to have you.
Yeah, it was a. I wish I saw your facial expression for that meme, but definitely it was a enjoyable event. Peace to everybody.